Yo, cricket fan, this is your friend Abhishek Mishra, and you're watching Cricket Thoughts and Talks with Abhi. Today, in the second episode of analyzing cricket squads of T20I World Cup, today in this episode, we are going to analyze a team which wears green in their jersey and go red from the ball one, and has been playing fearless cricket with no matter who is the opponent. Yes, my friends, I'm talking about Team Australia. Let's dive in to the analysis. So before diving in into the analysis of the squad, let's see what are the topmost headlines for the Australia team. The first or the topmost headline which I could say is that Pat Cummins is not included in your squad. Actually, he was included, but due to a back injury, he is ruled out for the T20 World Cup. In replacement of that, Ben Dwarshuis has made a spot in the playing 15. And in second place, we got Matthew Short is misses out the playing 11 or the 15. In replacement of that, we got Matthew Renshaw. And the third most important headline is that as you don't have your two main pacers, Mitchell Stark took retirement, and Pat Cummins is not included or has been ruled out in this T20 World Cup due to back injury, and you have only left with Josh Hazelwood. Along with Josh Hazelwood, Tim David, despite being in a 15 squad, they are undergoing workload management. They are undergoing workload management, which seems that they may skip some games of the T20 World Cup, which makes the team little bit back foot because as they have missed four players, main 15 four players, Pat Cummins in the bowling, Josh Hazelwood in the bowling too, but due to he's there in a 15, he's there in a 15 and he's ready to play, but due to workload management, he's unable. He may not play many games in your T20 side. So these four players who were in your main 15 are going under injuries or are unable to get fit for the game. So now let's take or roll our eyes for the 15 members, those which the team Australia has announced. So my friends, the team is going to be led by Captain Mitchell Marsh. You have an explosive batsman like Travis Head, Matthew Renshaw, and Mitchell Marsh handling the top order batsman. In finishing order, you have Tim David, Marcus Stoinis, and Glenn Maxwell. In wicket keeping, you have only one and only Josh English as your wicket keeper. In all rounder, you have Cameron Green and Cooper Conley. And at pacers, you have Josh Hazelwood, Nathan Ellis, Zafar Bentley, Ben Dwarshuis. These are your pace attacks. If I tell you about the spin attacks, then you have Adam Zampa and Matthew Quishman. If I could give you the tactical analysis of the team, then the whole team has power packed batters where you are going to start from Travis Head and Mitchell Marsh till Marcus Stoinis, which may goes to number 6 or number 7. Till Marcus Stoinis, you have powerful batters who could give you those who could go from ball one, and this team has the ability to give 300 runs or score 300 runs in this T20 World Cup, where you have Travis Head could give you those crucial power play batsmen. We have seen how what kind of demon demonstrating player he is. Then you have Mitchell Marsh who could give you the stability and quite of uh, and can go from ball one and give the stability to your team. When you have batsmen like Josh English, Glenn Maxwell, and Tim David who could go from ball one and finish you game at any moment. So the team is full of power back batsmen. Now, if I say about all rounders, They have a good volume of all rounders, which includes Cameron Green, who can give you those pace attack and bat. Glenn Maxwell, an X factor batsman who could help Adam Zampa in your bowling. Then you have Marcus Stoinis, another pacer, um, all rounder who could give you those kinds of those who could give a support to the pacers. Those players are the main key players where you have, and they are the X factors of Australia team. Now, if I could talk, and they have a bowling pivot, which I means that as they don't have Pat Cummings nor Mitchell Stark, the team, the batting or the bowling looks really different from every perspective. Because when you don't have these many, when you don't have these two bowlers, which means that you are lacking your pace attack. You are going with inexperience in pace attack, where Pat Cummings and Mitchell Stark were your experienced players. Now when you remove these two players in your 15, you are going with under, I won't say under, but unexperienced players, which is one point which we have to see. You have, I'm not saying that they don't have any players in their squad. They have strong players. They have Adam Zampa in the squad. They have Cooper Conley in their squad. They have Ben Dwashis in their squad. They have Nathan Ellis in their squad. So I'm not saying that they're lack of players. They are players, but I'm saying their lack of experience. Players those who could give you those kinds of overs in your bowling. And when Pat Cummings, Mitchell Stark and Josh Hazelwood were your main bowlers, just rewind the time till 2024 when these three were your bowlers. They were threatening the batsman like anything. No other team was threatening the batsman like these players were doing. So that was one X factor which they were carrying in the 2024 World Cup. Now coming to 2026 World Cup, they are lacking that experience. They are lacking that threat-giving bowling lineup. So that's one thing which I feel they have got a good replacement, but I think they haven't got a like to like replacement for Pat Cummins and Mitchell Stark. That's my point of view. Is that if there is any point that I'm missing out, if there's any point that is not matching with each other, please do let me know in the comments. I will surely take a note of that. Now, my friends, let me give you the SWOT analysis of the team. Now, if I talk to you about the strength, then they are versatile in their bowling lineup, as they have 7 to 8 bowlers in their 11, which have in experience of many World Cup. They have the experience of 2021, 2023 ODI World Cup, and 2024 World Cup. I'm not saying everyone, but some. Let's say we have Travis Head, who could give you those bowling options, 2 to 3 overs of bowling options. He can give you. Then you have bowlers like Glenn Maxwell, another spin all rounder, which I said he can be a helping hand to Zampa. Then you have Cooper Conley, same a helping hand to Zampa. Then you have Queshman, same spinner specialist. He's a spin specialist. Then you have pacers like Josh Hazelwood. Then you have Nathan Ellis in your side. You have Ben Dwashis, a left arm pacers with you. So they have versatility in their bowling, but still they have inexperienced bowling, I could say. Now, I one more strength which I think the team is going on is that explosive batting, which I said in the tactical point of view. I said they are going in explosive batting. So for them, chasing any run would be easy, but for them defending runs would be little bit difficult. Now, the weakness which I feel in this team has is bats keepers risk. Why I say keepers risk is because, but in this squad, after leaving Josh English, who is your second wicket keeper? They don't have any second wicket keeper, my friends. So which means that if in case the team goes with an injury to the wicket keeper, if Josh English has any injury to him, then it may cause a trouble to them. Then it may be an emergency call to the CA, which means center of cricket of Australia, because they don't have any emergency keeper as with them also. So for them, if they want to add another wicket keeper, then it can be Matthew Wade. It can be any other keeper also. But Josh English is the only keeper at present in your 15. And the second weakness which I feel is bowling depth. I have covered it many times, so I don't want to repeat it. But pace depth is also one of the weakness which I feel. Now the opportunity which I see in this team is that they have gone with many youngsters or many players, those who have not played, so they can get a chance like Cooper Conley, Queshman, who are two players who can get the chance in playing in the 11 and get those kinds of opportunity to scale up as a player, because T20 World Cup is a format where every cricketer's dreams to play. It's not only just T20 World Cup, it's every World Cup which you pass on. So like this opportunity, we have to wait for the next 2 years. Now when you don't have main players of your team, when you're going with little bit of inexperienced players, for now, for this team, Cooper Conley and Quishman can be an opportunity seen, which they can get their opportunity and play in the 11. So that's where I see the opportunity. Now let if I say about the threats. Now what is a threat? Then the main threat of the team which I see in my point of view is that most of the players, be it Mitchell Marsh, Travis Head, or be it in your middle order players, they are not been able to play good spin. They are a quality pace players, but when it comes to spin, they have their little hand loose on the pace on the spin bowlers. When it comes to the spin bowlers, they're unable to score that much of runs. They're unable to score, or they're unable to grab those opportunity to score runs. So that's one thread which I feel. And now when they come to India, which is subcontinental team, where you play with spin, most of the Indian pitches are spin friendly pitches. Australia may be a pace and bouncy pitch. England may be a swing pitch, but when it comes to India, you are playing with a spin friendly track. Now, when you're playing with a spin friendly track, then it may be it cause threat. It is causing threat for the Australian players to score runs as they are unable to play the spin. So that's one threat which I feel, and as they have came to India to play, it's going to be really difficult for them as they are unable to. This is my point of view of telling Australia team. If there's any point which has been missed out by me, please do let me know in the comments. It's me, Abhishek Mishra, signing out from this video. We'll meet in the next video. For now, it's Abhishek Mishra signing out. Goodbye, my friends.